One of the things that right out of the gate here got my attention was that the main problems of the customer weren't identified in knowledge. I'm a little curious about this one, man, because a lot of what we sell is to solve a problem. So tell me what's going on with why doesn't it say here that you uncovered the real main problems that this client was faced with?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think that when we started talking about problems, the language we were using was more around the need for more lead generation, more awareness, more reach, and then, of course, breaking into the American sales market and selling to those companies internally. So in one sense, they don't necessarily have a problem. What they have is a need. And on the other hand, the problem is they're having a tough time breaking into the American market. So that is the problem. I'm not 100% sure why it wouldn't pick it up in that way, other than the vernacular of need, other than problem. And maybe that's something to look at.
This is something that I think we got to dig into, though, because a lot of people have needs and wants, right? But in order to really sell, right, you got to figure out what the problem is. So like, for instance, okay, they're having a challenge getting into the US market. Okay, well, why and what does that mean? Do you know what round they are on their funding? Do you know where they are in their cycle as far as growth projections as an organization? And are they going for their Series B or C or anything like that? Have you figured that out?
Haven't done the funding research yet. It's a good call. I definitely need to do that.
Yeah, because there's got to be a reason. Like, why are they trying to break into the US market? Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a challenge getting into the U.S. market, but they're obviously trying to get into the U.S. market for a very specific reason. And I'm guessing it's because they have downward pressure from their investors or whoever it is to be able to penetrate these new markets. And if they don't, there's going to be some real problems or serious implications for that. They might not get their next rounds, or if they do, it'll be a down round. And that's where we can start to lean in on this. And this is where it becomes a want versus a like have to have, right? So that's where I think maybe on our next call, or just even maybe doing some due diligence right now after we get off this call, is to maybe look at them from a back, like who are their investors, what round are they at right now, and kind of what are they trying to do. But I think that one of the action items I have for you here is on the next call, figure out the why behind that need, figure out the why and what that problem is and what the impact that problem is having on their business.